Yellow. Testing. Hey, what's going on? What's up, guys? My name is Lynz, and we'll be hanging out here every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Jamming out, taking requests, if I know them, playing some songs I had in mind and stuck in my head all week. And we're gonna have a good time. Still can't turn away. 'Cause all the dreams you never thought you'd lose got tossed along the way. And letters that you never meant to send got lost or thrown away. Past is never far. Did you lose yourself somewhere out there? Did you get to be a star? Don't it make you sad to know that life is more than who we are? Yeah. Hometown represent. What's up, guys? Been playing around in these alternate tunings. Dadgad is a fun tuning. Yes, I will get to that one. So many. This old mountainside where we used to reside is slowly recalling the things we discovered inside. Oh, the crystal caves shed both our jackets, and I hammered brackets through old metal chairs to the walls for a crude set upstairs. Oh, to lead us down, and you tied a rope to the steepening slope, a cherry-rigged harness so we could descend in the dark. But the tide came in, and we found ourselves in the sea. Deep underwater, we both found that we could still breathe. So we spent the day submerged. And we swam the evening away. The water was clear like the pure atmosphere as we kicked and fluttered through caverns all cluttered with air. Far below the surf, we swam in hand over white satin sand as you left a ribbon to honor the pale given moon. That was years ago. You never came up for air down there. We can go anywhere. The old world was dying. We took off flying like peregrine falcons beneath the transparent blue waves. Far below the surf, we spent the hours with submarine flowers. I knew I'd remember that day in November as we felt alive again, 'cause we found ourselves in the sea. Yes. I've been learning this. I've been spending like the whole week learning alternate tunings and sky sailing songs. It's so dreamy. And I wrote some songs in this tuning before, so why not? Haven't really played these live in like 5 million years because they're in alternate tunings. All right. The past 4 years I've spent staring at these same 4 walls again, and I've been stuck inside my head for far too long. I keep on coming up with more reasons why I feel so empty inside, but I give up. 'Cause I don't have a reason why. It's just that it's all I have ever known. And my heart tells me that I need some sign from up above to tell me I'm good enough. I felt my world come falling every time I seem to switch my calling, and now I no longer feel trapped in my brain, trapped in my brain. I ignored what I wanted and traded for a perfect and dishonest version of a person that I didn't even know, But I don't have a reason why. It's just that it's all I have ever known. And my heart tells me that I need some sign from up above to tell me I'm good enough. Yeah, doing some songs I haven't done before. Probably gonna use a chunkier pick now that I just found all of them. Yes. Oh, 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 oh. Reads my own Bandcamp for the lyrics. This is a song. The story behind this is pretty interesting. The Buffalo Music Hall of Fame organization had a songwriting contest for, I think it's 21 and under, and I submitted one year and I don't think I made it through, and I was encouraged to submit again, and I submitted this song and got to like play this showcase at the the Niagara Falls Hard Rock Cafe. There was like 3 other songwriters, and we all did a first song, and then we did all of our songs that we were being judged on. And it was really cool. There was like awesome talent, and I actually just spent last night finding out about other artists from Buffalo, and there's some pretty cool people. And one is actually signed to like Eminem's label. I'm like, whoa. Just like search Buffalo on SoundCloud. But anyways, I ended up winning the competition with that song, and then I got to record at the Goo Goo Dolls studio, GCR in downtown Buffalo, and then ended up making like a music video, and it's like at my high school, and the song's kind of about high school, so like all worked out a really cool time. And yeah, that's like, I think that's the first song I put on my new Spotify page, and then it's like also on Bandcamp and stuff. But that is not the first song I wrote in this tuning. It is not. And I haven't done this one in even longer. This came out in 2015, and now I'm definitely inspired to write in this tuning again because everything just sounds so good. There we go. There we go. Let me just check this real quick, cause my guitar's in a ton of different alternate tunings. It's not like last week where it wasn't holding to. Yes, that is a low C. I tune it far down because if I tune up for this, my strings can break. Oh, my one specific string. I don't have to say the name of it because sometimes it sounds funny when I say it. There we go. You know, nothing's like worse than at live shows where I'm trying to tune, and one, my tuner doesn't support alternate tunings, and two, it picks up vibrations and like someone's playing before me or the music's so loud that it like just doesn't work. But I found this really simple tuner online, so yes, shout out to you. Step at a time. I've got a feeling it'll work out all right. I think this might work just right, and I never wanna say goodbye. Makes things hard. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. This could be the time of my life, or it could be the worst. But I still have yet to figure it out. You know what? When I was like working on this in 2015, Adam Young like dropped this cover of a song called Goodbye. And I was literally in the session when I got a notification. I was like, what? But it was not the same song, but it slaps too, so. That was pretty funny. Oh, and I just thought of another song in this tuning that I haven't practiced in a while. I hear you. I have seen these requests and do these in the open tunings and stuff, and then I'll like move back to normal land. But yes, I need to learn more chords in these so I can play other songs. Let's see. Alright, 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 alright. Also, big development. I'm going to be able to use this stream to compare, but this week I've been building sound panels, specifically bass traps, and then I have some in the corners up here, and bass specifically really builds up in corners, but this material I'm using is also good for just all the frequencies and absorbing them and stuff, so it should be a lot tighter sounding in here, less reverberation. It's fun in the shower, but it's not fun for recording because you can't remove that reverb later, you know, but if it's really dry, you can put your own on, and it sounds pretty cool. If you have two reverbs on top of each other, it doesn't sound that cool, so. It's worth it, I promise. That just sounds so cool! Ah, I just need 10 guitars and then I don't have to do this all the time. So there we were, out there from somewhere inside my head. Oh, bravely I fought off the monsters beneath her bed. Pillars opposed toward books supported my frame of mind. She memorized the pages that I tried to not hide behind. She took my hand in hers and whispered her love for me. Died that night, but we didn't need to see. Implying that she's the bee's knees and I am the cat's meow. It's funny how she recalls what I can't remember now. But when her smile came back, I didn't feel half as horrible. She gave me a heart attack just because she looked so adorable. We both put our sunblock on, laid on the beach and vowed that we'd live and we'd learn. She got a tan and I got a sunburn. So there we were, Yes. Oh, I guess there's more to that, but you know. Well, I guess I'll do it. Oh, afterglow, look out below. We left a trail of dust behind as we parted ways. She held my gaze and left an imprint on my mind. I tried not to cry as we said goodbye. Hung the clouds above my town, but I shed a tear when she disappeared. 'Cause now I'm a stranger on the ground. She looks so adorable. Put our sunblock on, laid on the beach and vowed that we'd live in the world. She got a tan and I got a sunburn. She got a tan and I got a sunburn. She got a tan and I got a sunburn. Yes. Whew. Rip my tuning, but whatever. Yes, this song is so lit. Oh my goodness. It just. Okay. Alright. Now I'm totally gonna change tunings again, but this is, well actually no, I haven't done this yet. More sky sailing stuff. Let's hope not. Dadgad. Yes. All right, yeah, it's cool. There we go. All right, so I've just been learning this one. It is not fully there yet. Whatever, disclaimer dance. I'm just kind of making up the chords as I go, but I think the intro is pretty cool, and there's some really awesome fingerstyle guitar stuff going on, but I've just been learning it, so it'll improve. All right. my god, sky sailing. Oh my god, so pretty. It's so lit. Cashmere dad got since you're there. Really? Is it in that? I actually can't think of it on the top of my head. Alright, that's all I think I know in alternate tunings right now. So I'll go back to normal land. It's pretty close to normal land. Something cool actually I want to share about my guitar is one time I was changing the strings and I had one of these pegs. I had them all out and I like randomly lost one. I don't know how I could have lost it because I was just sitting in the same spot the entire time. No idea. This was a while ago. And I was like, you know what? I'm not really using my first guitar anymore. There's some vintage videos of me performing with that when I was like 12. But it was my first guitar. And I had that laying around and I wasn't using it. So I took one of those pegs from it for the one that I lost. And now I have a piece of my first guitar wherever I go. You know what I did? I do remember what happened to it. I was on this app called Let Go. And I just like listed it on there. I know, maybe that's heartbreaking. It's like your first guitar or whatever. But I have a piece of it. And actually, I don't know why they didn't care. It didn't have a tuning peg. But this guy was super cool. He wanted to make art with it. So it was just like a solid black. And it was just like a cheap beginner guitar or whatever. But he wanted to make art with it. So I think he ended up sending me a picture. It'd be cool to track it down. But he put like flames on it. And probably just something to hang on a wall. So it's not, you know, in the trash. It was repurposed. Yeah. Open tunings are cool. Because kind of like anything you do sounds good. Now this sounds... It's so normal. But just like everything in open tunings just... It sounds suspended, like you have a sustain pedal on. Like on a piano. Yeah, it does sound like a 12-string. Group Live Coldplay. These are good requests. My knowledge is failing me right now. I did... Okay, let's see. Let's see. No, I just typed in the wrong song. Derp. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, now my all knowledge is all different. Here, let's see. This is where I actually did this. Alright, doy, I couldn't remember. Do this one every few streams because it's like my most viewed one on YouTube, actually. Which is crazy. This song actually ended up showing in the recommended, like, when YouTube was doing like the pushing the autoplay on you, maybe they still do that. I have so many blockers on my browser that I can't even tell. But this one showed up as like the autoplay next video on when Adam Young released the Not All Heroes Wear Capes acoustic video. So this got a lot of exposure from that and got like 20,000 views in like 2 days. I was like, and I was just going through a point where like I literally didn't care. I just like posted this in 2016, didn't promote it in any way. I was just like, whatever. I had a dream that I finished the cover and just posted it, whatever. And people like it, so that's cool. It's been fear that ties me down to everything, but it's been love, your love that cuts the strings. So long, status quo, I think I've just let go. You make me wanna be brave, the way it always was. It's no longer da 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 da. I am small and I speak when I'm spoken to, but I am willing to risk it all to say your name, just your name, and I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm even ready to fall. Why did I take this foul compromise? Why did I try to keep it all inside? So long, status quo, I think I just let go. You make me wanna be brave, brave, the way it always was. It's no longer good enough. You make me wanna be brave. Da da da. Never known a fire that didn't begin with a flame. Every storm is just a drop of rain. So long, status quo, I think I just let go. You make me wanna be brave, brave. The way it always was is no longer good enough. You make me wanna be brave, brave, brave. Da 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 da. Wow, okay, of course. There we go. It sounds good. In the key I did it. I literally spent weeks trying to find one that sounds good instead of just doing when I recorded it. But yeah, that song is pretty popular on YouTube. It's pretty cool, and people have asked me to put it on Spotify, but like I don't feel like I can do that just for the fact of like I can get a cover song license, but my cover literally has Adam Young's master in it, and I can't really upload that without permission. So, you know, perhaps if I could somehow get permission, yeah, that'd be cool. But pretty hard to contact him, so it remains on YouTube for now. And my voice is doing like way better than it did last week. I spent some more time warming up today. By this time last week, I was like so fatigued. Woo-hoo. Now this song, I also thought about doing this week. This is it's also pretty popular on my channel. Adam Young did a remix contest for Cinematic, which I thought was really baller. And this week I was just like going through those stems again, and I was like, oh my god, why don't I do this more often? This is like literally a dream come true to look at these stems. And like last minute, of course, I submitted my remix. And what I did is for Lucid Dream, I personally kind of felt that the mix was a little unbalanced. And there was something about the arrangement that was kind of bothering me. And I wanted to hear what it'd sound like otherwise. So I thought that song could be cool in a different production style as well. Because I don't have as much experience listening to that style of whatever he's produced that in. And I was like, well, this is like a cool idea, and I'm like, what if it's something else? So I tried it in like an acoustic based way, but it's not just acoustic. But what I also did is I took his drum stems, I think, from Fiji Water, and I remade an instrument with those, and I used some of those stems in this remix, which was cool, I think. I just remembered that now. And then someone actually did notice it in a comment. I did time shift his voice for the verse because I wanted it to sound different. And I think it sounded pretty natural. I got it to that place. And then, of course, just because I had to, I sang along with the entire thing. Just some in the background, you know. And yeah, that's been pretty cool to see people respond to that. I just uploaded it like last minute. Didn't end up winning or anything, but I don't know. Just getting the stems was satisfying enough for me, so. Excuse me. Okay. I am a light sleeper, but I am a heavy dreamer. My imagination gives me wings, and I can go anywhere. When I wander away to some other place, I'm suddenly there, way up in the air, where passenger trains catch fire and fill the sky with flames. And that black rabbit of death wakes up in a breath of beautiful dreams. My heartache, it seems so terribly vain, where fire and diamonds fall like rain. Do you believe in endless miracles? Do you believe in the impossible? Do you believe sleep is a time machine? Do you believe in curiosity? Do you believe in what you cannot see? Do you believe life is a lucid dream? Such is the path of a dreamer. I find my way by moonlight. My imagination gives me wings, and I can go anywhere. And when Yes! I remembered it! Yay! Remember to do that. Oh, that's cool. I'll drop a link to that. It's pretty cool. LOL. LOL. It's lulling. Yes. That's a link to that. Hope that works. Hope that's not something totally off. Ooh, Keen or Death Cab? Yes. I've just been getting into like early Death Cab because it totally just gives me similar vibes to early Owl City, but it's just like all... It's just like all... What's the word? I don't even think there's a synth in it. Like, it just gives me that same vibe, but it's all real instruments. No, I don't really want to say that. But acoustic instruments. Let's see. I don't know if that's... I know that song that's been in my head enough to do it, though, but I could just do the big ones. I got really much more into Death Cab because I went to go see a Churches concert, but they were opening for Death Cab. So I came for Churches and I left loving Death Cab. Let's just say that. And also, you know, like, people make a lot of comparisons to, like, Death Cab and Owl City and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. You can do that, whatever. People can be inspired by each other, whatever. But Ben Gibbard's stage presence, I was, like, having deja vu. There was, like, just the stance and different things. I was like, that's kind of uncanny, so... Between him and Adam Young. Alright. Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark. Let me change these chords. I just got a really funny comment, so I'm LOLing. There we go. That's it. Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark. Man, I should probably look at the word. Blinding light. LOL. Sorry. Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark. The blinding light, our tunnels and gates so wide, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you and your soul bars, I'll follow you into the dark. The Catholic school is vicious as Roman rule. I got my knuckles bruised. Lady in black, and I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. Heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul bars, I'll follow you into the dark. You and me have seen everything to see. satisfied. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul departs, I'll follow you into the dark. I'll follow you into the dark. Oh, I just had a throwback with this song. I think I did like an early cover of that on my channel, and someone in like my creative writing class was like, I love this so much, and I'd love to like give you my webcam. And that is still the same webcam that I had been using until I finally upgraded it to using my real camera. But somehow that song was related and made them want to do that. So thank you, person. I don't remember your name. Sorry. I'm still feeling good. Had a fun day of coding. So, yeah. What is my favorite song? I would say that was like asking my favorite color, but I guess people tend to pick those too. So, I can't really answer that. It's like, what's your favorite emotion? Maybe that's a better comparison. Hey, Austin. Hey. Yeah, you should cover Butterfly Wings. Oh, wait, you did. And it's awesome. And I thought about that this week. And I don't actually know if that is in one of his alternate tunings. I just typed in Batterly. Okay, that could be a cool name. I'm eating a burrito. Yeah! I think I actually have some burritos in my freezer. Thank you for reminding me. I've been like wanting to eat something new that I haven't in a while. And I just have this object permanence thing where if I don't see it, it doesn't exist. And you just reminded me that I may have some burritos in my freezer. So that just made my night. And I specifically remember like hanging out in the early like Owl City tiny chats and stuff, and there would just always be these jokes about, right now it's beans, which I guess is a part of tacos and stuff and Mexican food, but they'd be like, oh my god, I love tacos! And at that point, I was very uncultured and never really ate tacos before. But then I was diagnosed with gluten intolerance and moved to LA, and both of those became very taco-inducing. I could probably have Mexican food every day now. So I understand the hype. It did live up to it. And I worked at Chipotle for 3 months. And all I made was chips the whole time. I can make a mean chip. Yeah. Not my own words. Yes. Oh, I forget about this song all the time, but it's so dreamy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Chill. Chill, lady. Chill. If I was a raindrop, would you be my thunderstorm? It's cold, so surround me with rain clouds to keep me warm. I feel like I'm falling, so darling, don't let me go. The thought is appalling, but should I slip away into the stormy sea? Will you remember me? Asleep in our warm cocoon, I was a grain of sand, would you be Miami Beach? So dusty with starlight, close your eyes and cuddle close to me. I'll try not to wake you or make a sound while you're dozing off. But in the night, should the high tide sweep me away from you, tell me again, my dear, will you be waiting here? Whenever we leave the ground and take to the sky, I'll smile as I'm gazing down, 'cause I've always wondered why we won't need feathers to fly. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that request. I was totally like trying to jam it out in like whatever crazy rhythm you did, but you clearly really rocked that. So this song is really quintessential Owl City in terms of Owl City being underrated as a whole. Yes. And then I think this song is even more underrated under the underrated. Yes. It is just like, you could just listen to this and get it, you know. All these lyrics are so, yes. So, yes. I think this was like a bonus track on like a deluxe version. Not popular enough. Yes. Thank you for that request. What even time is it? Oh. Wow. My voice is like still pretty good. Whenever we leave the ground and take to the sky. Just saw the funny comment again. Could you sing a Weeknd cover after? Would be great. Yeah. Anytime. Let's see. Also, we need to hang out soon. I am probably staying in Virginia another year, as far as I know. Yes! Everyone in my house just keeps doing that. I think it's something from The Simpsons. Yes! 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 Okay, well, this is a tab, which I forgot. It's like fives. Let me just learn a new tab and sing, okay. Let me just type in the Weeknd. You know what I actually never do, which I probably could do right now, that I don't think I've done on the stream yet either? Wow, that's a lot of reviews. Is his song that has just been in the top 10 for, you know, like 50 weeks now or something crazy. I didn't know this song was gonna be so big. That's not the reason I covered it. I recovered it because it was just all 80 cents, and I was like, yo. Now I want my burrito. I learned to wrap a burrito at Chipotle. But I can't eat a burrito. This is the gluten-free burrito I'm talking about. They don't have gluten-free burritos, but everything else is basically gluten-free. Except the burrito roll. And people got really mad because they're charging for those extra rolls now. 25 cents. Big deal to some people.
cool 25 cents. It's so nice. This tuner doesn't limit me.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe. I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn it on with just a touch. Baby. I look around, I look. Sin City's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly now you're gone. And I say, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Yeah, da 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 da. I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, Sin City's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just walking by to let you know I can never say it on the phone. Never let you go this time. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Yeah. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Ayo. So I remember I just like flew home from the gym at the speed limit. And then I found the BPM for the song. And then I got a pretty ratchet loop on Apple Loops for the drums, very like cheesy 80s sound. And I didn't end up using it, but it was enough to record to. So I just like went in my closet and just like yelled these lyrics out with like no track behind it except the beat. That was the wrong beat, and I changed it later. But it was fun, and I had fun, and I think that's why this cover's connecting with people. I just like put it up with no expectations. Actually, I wasn't going to put it on Spotify. Then someone I was working with at the time was like, yo, you gotta put this on Spotify. I was like, really? And they're like, yeah. And they were completely right, because it is my most streamed song. It's almost to 30,000 streams. So that is pretty fun, and they were completely right. And maybe they have some managing insight. Hey! Missing you. Oh my gosh. I was just like jamming to that.
Rep, your YouTube video, like, if you like Owl City, you're gonna like these songs. That is so genius, and it's been showing up all over my recommendations, and the songs are super cool, and, like, we haven't talked in a long time, and so, let me link to that. And I also did a session breakdown of this song, if you guys are, like, interested in the synths I used and stuff. I did a live stream of it. So, and I'm also realizing that I'm severely lacking an actual video for the song. So that's kind of been in my brain in the backlog of things to do. So that's my session breakdown. Hey, finally able to make it to a stream again. Lust for Life with the Weeknd. Ooh, here we go. May modify some of the words. I just saw something that was basically saying that DreamWorks, I said Disney, but I think it's DreamWorks, pretty much had Adam Young score an entire movie, which sounds like a dream come true for him, and then it got canceled. So you could see all the songs registered on ASCAP and everything, but the movie never came out. And neither did the songs. That is a huge sham. And, like, I've just been watching, like, interviews with him again recently, and it may be interviews that I've already seen, but, like, I'm much older now, and can see people as people now, and have my own life experience instead of just high school. And so I feel like I can understand them a lot better. And learn more things. And I was watching some where I forgot my original point already. Well, something that was fascinating is he talks about Enya a lot, and I saw that her song is being used for memes, which is pretty funny. But she was really popular with that same song, Only Time, was used a lot in commercials and stuff for, like, 9/11. But I think the reason he really likes her is that she is very elusive, and she says the media calls her a recluse. And she, like, literally lives in a castle in Ireland, near Bono. Pretty cool. But she's, like, very private, and I think he's just a big fan of that. Be like, wow, she's, like, super famous, but also is not oversharing and just, like, has a completely private life. And I'm like, clearly he's crushing on that, and that's, like, why he hasn't been very in the public eye and stuff. And I was like, oh, so that's, like, because I just feel like growing up, our generation, you know, starting with, like, Britney Spears and stuff, and Lindsay Lohan, it's like, they are just, like, thrust into the spotlight. And it's just like, well, that's just the way it should have to be, you know, there's just kind of this assumption that if you want to make music, then you're going to have to want to be famous. Unless you're like Max Martin, which I guess you're incredibly famous, but you do absolutely no interviews. And, but in terms of an artist, though, I haven't really come across this model, except for what, like, Owl City does. So it made a lot of sense. But my other point that I learned just like watching the interview is when he was talking about Mobile Orchestra. He did say it's not supposed to flow like a regular album. So, those critiques are right. I really like it, though. And also, just, like, the level of work ethic is insane. He was like, I was just in the hospital with a kidney stone, and I was still producing. I'm like, wow. But it's... I admired that work ethic from a different way before, out of, I think, our culture and maybe some, just, I don't know, ethos is just, like, work hard until you bleed and no days off and, like, suffocating, kind of like the grind. But he does it because he was like, well, I have really nothing else I would do. It's just more from, like, a passion place and intrinsic motivation versus external and extrinsic motivation and, like, shaming yourself if you don't work and, like, all that negative stuff. So, like, I had to work through all that. And now I'm just, like, really getting inspired with just how freely he works on music, and it's not like shamed if you don't. Like, also I was talking with my friend about this psychology concept where you have like the inner child, which people talk about with artists, like the artist's inner child that never grew up, and maintaining that. But then there's also like an adult role, which I don't get, and then like the overbearing parent, and then you have all these like conflicting forces inside of you. And like that's really true, because I feel like for me with creativity, I embarrassed myself probably multiple times. There's one instance I'm thinking of in particular where I like made something in front of like a crush I had, and totally came out not looking like what I wanted to, and the whole class was laughing at me, and I've just never verbalized with that before, and so that might be causing some of like my fears with like being creative and like vulnerable and stuff. But then with that like psychology metaphor, or yeah, like it's like even when I'm just sitting down to create and have fun, it's like, oh, it feels like the parent is like, you're slacking off, like you should be doing blah, 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 blah. And it's like, wait, no, this is what I want to be doing. So, yeah, there's just a lot of layers to creativity, and it's really cool to be older and be able to understand your influences more. Okay, this is kind of like talking. Climb up the age of the Hollywood sign, in these stolen moments, the world is mine. Do up, there's nobody here, just us together. Sure, keeping hot by July forever, 'cause we're the masters of our own fate, we're the captains of our own souls. There's no way for us to come away, 'cause boy we're gold, 'cause boy we're gold. Take off, take off, take off all your clothes. Take off, take off, take off all your clothes. Take off, take off, take off all of your They say only the good die young, that just ain't right, 'cause we're having too much fun tonight. And our lust for life, and our lust for life, and our lust for life keeps us alive, keeps us alive. And our lust for life, and our lust for life keeps us alive, keeps us alive. Ooh. Oh, that's... The Weeknd has created, like, the star girl, like, the missing... It's kind of like the similar thing, actually. Like, I really like The Weeknd and Owl City, and even though it's, like, two different things, it's two completely... But they're worlds, you know? And with Owl City, it's kind of like this girl from, like, the saltwater room, this ever-elusive ghost, and then it's kind of like the same thing with The Weeknd, his star girl, and Lana kind of, like, plays that girl in that song. That's really cool. And I just remembered I did a baked potato in the microwave and I left it there. Poor potato. Maybe I'll keep singing that because whatever. And then I'll probably go so I can eat the burrito. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then we dance on the edge of the Hollywood sign, yeah, till we run out of breath. Gotta dance till we die. Our boyfriend's back, and he's cooler than ever. There's no more night, blue skies forever. 'Cause we're the masters of our own fate. We're the captains of our own soul. And there's no need for us to hesitate. We're all alone, let's take control. And I'm like, take off, take off. Take off all your clothes. Take off, take off. Take off all your clothes. Take off, take off. Take off all of your clothes.
take off all your clothes, take off, take off, take off all your clothes, take off, take off, take off all of your clothes. And our lust for life, and our lust for life keeps us alive, keeps us alive. And our lust for life, and our lust for life keeps us alive, keeps us alive. Ooh.
Yep, that was a little flat. But that was fun. That translates really well with acoustic. And one more song. Let's see. Yeah, my voice is a little tired, but like pretty good. Pretty good, you know. So I had a really cool experience this week too. Apparently they still do American Idol, which I honestly didn't even know. And this girl from Tennessee, yes, did this really underrated killer song. And it happens to be one that I've covered. And not gonna lie, sometimes that overbearing parent in my head says like, why do you do all these covers? Why don't you just focus all your time on writing your own songs? And that, like, it's kind of an existential fear, you know, maybe for every artist. But I've seen all these quotes where it's like, you know, every artist has a season of their life where they just, like, remake all their favorite songs. They learn how to play them. Like, that's what music is. That's how you get into it. So, like, there's no reason for me to shame myself for doing these covers. Yes, just had to say it out loud. Anyways, this girl did this underrated Killers cover, and I happen to have done it myself. Not on American Idol, but on my YouTube. And I only know this because someone left a comment. They're like, I just heard this song on American Idol. This is so cool. And I was like, what? You did? Like, no one knows the song. So, yeah, and like my version has gotten about over like 600 views in like 2 days because of it. So, thought that was pretty cool. And then this also has like a whole music video and everything. And actually, the music video is this song really attracted me in a period of like loss, like losing a friendship. I don't even know. I guess the song does represent that, obviously, because I'd be attracted to it for that. But then it's a really cool times capsule for me. I'll actually send it as I'm talking about it. Because it's like, was my life in Los Angeles, but then also I do this thing called 1SE, where every day of my life I take a second of video, because it just like says a lot more than a picture. And I do a video journal, and I've been doing that pretty much every day since 2016. So I have like a video journal of my life since I graduated high school and like got my license and stuff, which I need to go through and look at more. But in the music video, awesome editor David Smith incorporated a lot of those into the video. So it's like, it's just all about memories, and it's yeah. And I actually have been reconciling a friendship that I was grieving when I made this song. So, yes. I drove through the desert last night. I carried the weight of our last fight. Elvis singing
If I go on with you by my side, can it be the way it was when we met? Did you forget all about those golden nights? Maybe a thief stole your heart. Or maybe we just drifted apart. I remember driving in my daddy's car to the airfield, blanket on the hood, backs against the windshield. Back then this thing was running on momentum, love and trust. That paradise is buried in the dust. If I go on with you by my side, can it be the way it was when we met? Did you forget all about those golden nights? All of our plans are falling through. Whoa, whoa. Sometimes a dream, it don't come true. Yeah, darling, darling, can it be the way it was when we met? Did you forget all about those golden nights? If I go on with you by my side, can it be the way it was when we met? Did you forget all about those golden nights? If I go on with you by my side, can it be the way it was? My heart is true. Girl, it's just you I'm thinking of. Can it be the way it was? Stole your heart. Maybe you stole your heart.
It's so good. Such an underrated song, too. And also something with the music video, you'll see it's recorded in a studio. That was the studio I was working at in Los Angeles, in Glendale. It's actually closed now, but it was called The Bridge. And it's fully orchestral studio. That's mostly what they did there. That's just why it's really cool, because also The Simpsons recorded a lot of their live band. Like, they have a live band for every episode. I don't know if they still do that, but they did a lot of them there. Pretty cool. But the studio was closing, and they had it set up for a vocal recording booth like this in the video. And I was like, hey, sent to the manager. She was super cool. Vicky, you're awesome. Miss you, girl. I was like, hey, can I, like, record here? Not, like, through the console or anything, but can I, like, come after hours and film here? This looks really cool, and it's never set up this way. She's like, sure! So that's how that happened, and that was so cool. So I got a whole, like, super awesome music video recorded there, and it's just, like, on tripods and stuff, you know, and then edited really well. Thank you, Davis. And that's, yeah, I think it crossed 4,000 views, and now it might be heading towards 5, which is super cool. That is awesome. And it's also on my Spotify. So, and then, of course, it's featuring Joseph, who has been my musical acquaintance, and just, I don't know if I would be able to record the way I do if I didn't meet him on SoundCloud. Just, yeah, so he sang with me, and we also had a live drums. It is mixed in with, like, MIDI drums, but someone from Joseph's previous band, Eric, hey, in Michigan, recorded like literally like live drums, and we layer them in there, and it's just like so cool. So yeah, there's like a lot of story to that song, and I'm really glad it's connecting with people. But yes, thank you guys for hanging out. This has been cool. I think this has been my longest stream yet because I actually warmed up, and now I want to go eat that potato and that burrito. Yeah. So thank you guys. This has been really fun. Be here next week, every week, same time, same place. And yeah, this has been really awesome. Thank you guys